In this class, we are going to see Eastern and Western education and education sociology. See, this is very important for TNPSC, and this is paper 4. So, paper 4 is very, very important. How many marks you are getting, according to that, you will be selected. Okay. So, if you get very good marks, then you will be selected first person of this. Okay. So, carefully listen the class. See what Eastern and Western education system produce. Eastern and Western education systems produce variant characters. The East produces individuals who immensely value their privilege to educate themselves and thus have a tendency to have a lifelong love of learning. The West often sees the individual as the sole entity for inquiry, discovery, and success. The Eastern educational model is based on respect for the student, cultivating their natural curiosity, a focus on the whole person. Whereas the Western educational model is based on rigor, assessment, and an individualized focus on each student. See, this point is very important. So, what is the Eastern education model? In the sense, it is based on respect for the student, cultivating their natural curiosity and focus on the whole person. Okay, whereas the Western educational model is based on rigor, assessment, and individualized focus on each student. Okay, so this is the difference between Eastern and Western. Okay, so keep in mind, Eastern education, respect for student. Okay, sometimes they make ask a assertion. Usually in TNBC or UGC, they ask the assertion and you have to give the answer. So all these statements are very, very important. What is Eastern educational and what is Western educational? Whether A and the assertion A and B are true or true, or A is the correct answer for B, like that they ask. Okay, so all the statements are very, very important for the coming online education online examination of TNBC or UGC, whatever it may be. So carefully have this in mind. Next one, see variable. What are the variables we have taken here is main purpose, instruction mode, and curricular oriented. This is Western and this is Eastern. Okay, Eastern Asia and this is USA. So let us compare these two. Main purpose of the education is the focus on the individual, develop individual's full potential, transmit cultural heritage. Okay, but in East Asia, focus on local citizenry, develop literate citizenry, help select future leaders, transmit past cultural heritage. Okay, here transmit cultural heritage, here past cultural heritage. Okay, so this is the two difference. Here focus on the individual, here focus on local citizenry. Okay, next one, see instruction mode, learner centered, stress understanding, application, and the ability use of educational psychology, and the learner is very, very active, so he is called as active learner. Okay, here the educational psychology is in use, whereas here it is teacher centered. See the difference, here it is learner centered, here it is teacher centered. Stress recall of facts, use of memorization, examination as motivator, and passive learner. Here in East Asia or Eastern education, the students are passive learner, here they are active learner, they are doing and learning. Okay, and next one, see curricular orientation, present future orientation, development of whole person, social interaction promoted. You see present and future orientation, they are thinking about present and future, whereas here past and present. Okay, development of a whole person, here strict exam to develop academic knowledge. Okay, concepts first, then only the skills. Okay, here it's not like that, they give importance to skills. Now social interaction is promoted. Okay, so all these are the differences between the Western and Eastern education. Next one, see the Western education system in India. It is based on the idea that students should attend a brick and mortar school where they learn within the traditional setting. They are learning Western education within the traditional setting. This system has been in place for hundreds of years and is modeled after the European university system. Okay, the Eastern education system in India is based on the idea that students can learn anywhere and there is no one right way to teach them. This system has been in place for thousands of years and is modeled after the ancient Chinese and Indian educational system. Okay. Now, here are some key benefits of Eastern and Western education. So what are the benefits? Let us see. Okay, both the education have the benefits. So the first one, students would have access to both Eastern and Western knowledge as well as philosophies. Very, very important. They have to know the philosophy of education. Okay, both are very, very useful to gain knowledge as well as the philosophies. Okay, the curriculum would be tailored to each student needs along with interest. Curriculum would be tailored to each student. Students need is very, very important. Okay, along with their interest, that is also very much important. So these two benefits are there. Okay, students need as well as with their interest. Okay, these two. The third point, see, students would learn within a flexible personalized setting. This is very, very important. So these three are the key benefits of Eastern and Western education. Next one, see, challenges when combining the two education systems. See, we have to face so many challenges when we combine these two, that is Eastern and Western education. Okay, the first one, the curriculum. See, all these points, take note, it is very, very important. And the curriculum, what type of curriculum? Eastern and Western education system take different approaches to teaching and learning, finding a means to mix the two so that the kids can gain from both in the difficult part. Language barrier. Since the majority of students in East Asia are taught in their mother tongue, it can be difficult for those who want to pursue higher education in the West. Moreover, not all Westerners have a strong command of East Asian languages. Visa problems. Getting a visa can be challenging for East Asian students who want to study in the West and vice versa. Fourth one, finance. It may be challenging for parents and the institutions to pay for students to attend schools in both East and West Asia. Accommodations. Because the culture and way of life in a foreign country may be very dissimilar from what they are accustomed to, students may find it challenging to adjust. Academic standards. If the two systems are combined, there is a chance that the academic standards of each system may not be upheld. There are many advantages to schools that combine Eastern and Western education system, such as PP International School, which was affiliated in 2011 with CBSE Board. A few of these advantages include the school promotes the teaching methodology that places a strong emphasis on experimental learning. Okay, the focus is on encouraging people to explore new activities and hone their skills and abilities. See, all these points are selected and taken and given to you. So carefully listen to the class. In state-of-the-art laboratories with all the necessary tools, students are given the chance to inquire, research, study, formulate hypotheses, and draw conclusions, developing a scientific temperament. See, in state-of-art laboratories with the necessary tools, students are given the chance to inquire, research, study, formulate the hypothesis, and draw conclusion, and developing a scientific temperament. Okay, and next one, see, bonding with nature is promoted for kids, bonding with nature. All these points are very, very important. Okay. So a few of these are advantages of this one. Which one? The Western and Eastern culture. Next one, let us see educational sociology. This is also very, very important. So what is educational sociology? In the sense, it mainly focuses on the social factors that both cause and caused by education. Okay. So what is the main focus of sociology? In the sense, it focuses attention on the social factors of both cause and caused by education. Okay. It includes the study of factors relating to education such as gender, social class, race and ethnicity, and rural-urban residents. The education sociology have developed a range of sociological theories to explain and guide research into the various levels and types of education. It also has contributed to development of methodological and statistical techniques. Okay, these 2 points keep in mind. Methodological and statistical technique. 3 current issues are discussed as example. So what are the current issues? In the sense, the relationship between education and social inequality. Okay, so this is the current trend, current issue. Okay, current issue. What is that current issue? In the sense, relationship between education and social inequality. Okay, school violence and bullying and teacher burnout and the accountability movement. These are the current issues. Now, what is educational sociology? In the sense, it is the study of social factors that influence and influenced by all the educational structures and processes, both within and between societies. Okay. So educational sociology is a study of the social factors that influence and are influenced by educational structures and processes within and between societies. Okay. The term educational sociology has been defined by different educationalists and sociologists in the following manner. So the first one we see George E. Payne. So George E. Payne, he defined education sociology. How? Let us see. Education sociology is a science which describes and explains the institutions, social groups, social processes or social concerns, that is, the social relationship in which or through which the individual gains and organizes his experiences. Next one, Otway. Educational sociology is a scientific study of relationship between education and society. Okay, he has given a beautiful definition. What is that? Education sociology is a study of relationship between education and society. Okay. Third one, Brown. What he defined in the sense, what he defined about education sociology. Educational sociology is a study of interaction of the individual and his cultural environment. Okay, individual and his cultural environment, including other individuals, social groups, and patterns of behavior. They're the same, but he a little bit expanded it. Okay, what Ottaway told, it is a relationship between education and society. He just tell about the education between what is that? It is a relationship between individual and society. Okay, so that is what Brown told. Next one, see Robinson Smith. Education sociology is the application of the scientific method and principles of sociology to the study of education. Good. Education sociology is a scientific study of how people live in social group, especially in the study of education that is obtained by living in the social groups and education that is needed by the members to live efficiently in social groups. Next one, Alvin Good. Education sociology is the study of education which is obtained by man in social groups and the education that is needed by the member to live efficiently in the social groups. Rusk. Education sociology is sociology applied to the solution of fundamental educational problems. Yeah, very good. This is also a nice definition. Educational sociology is a sociology applied to the solution of fundamental educational problems. Okay. Next one, see. Educational sociology's goal. What is the main goal of education sociology? The goal of this is, according to Professor Harrington, to be informed to the school's functions and resources. Okay, what's the main goal? The main goal is to be informed to the school's functions and resources. Okay. Now, responsibilities of the community to make the teacher aware of his responsibilities to his students and society. So, teacher must take the aware of his responsibility to his students and society. So, she has to produce, or he has to produce what? A good student. Okay. So, he has to serve the society by making a good student. To gain a better understanding of the influence of social factors on individuals, to create a curriculum that meets the need of both individuals and the society as a whole. See, if you are framing a curriculum, the student is learning the curriculum that should be useful for the society where we are living. Okay, so that is this point which explains. So these three, and let us see the fifth one. To underline the importance of instilling democratic ideas among kids. Okay, so to ensure that cultural legacy is passed down from generation to generation. To support research aimed at enhancing the teaching learning process in school, as well as the adoption of innovative methods and approaches in order to achieve educational sociology's goals. Okay, to investigate the impact of individuals on social factors. Let us see the educational sociology scope. What are the scope? The teacher and the student have a mutual relationship. The teacher is important not only in the classroom but also in the society. The significance of the people's interpersonal relationship in their education. The process of a child's socialization as a result of social interaction with various members of the society. So all these are very, very important. See, the first one, teacher and student have a mutual relation. This relationship is very, very important. Okay, that should be a mutual relationship between teacher and the student. Okay, the teacher is, then only we can make a very good society, right? Otherwise teacher will be in their own way, student will be in their own way. Okay, so that should not be. The teacher is important not only in the classroom but also in the society. Okay, the significance of the people's interpersonal relationship in their education. So the process of the child's socialization as a result of social interaction with various members of the society. After learning or after acquiring some knowledge, he has to interact with the members, those who are present in the society. Educational sociology and other subjects in relationship. Number one, history. Education sociology and history are inextricably linked. Okay, they are very close linked between the education sociology and history. History emphasizes the study of social forces and organization from antiquity to the present. Simultaneously, if history is not understood from a social perspective, it becomes worthless. Okay, so history should be explained in a proper manner. It has to enter into the mind of the student. Otherwise, it is worthless. This is important for resolving educational issues since it elucidates the role of various social institutions, their nature, form, and functions. Okay, so this is very, very important. Keep all those things in mind. For a competent education system to take shape, it is necessary to have a good understanding of society. And education sociology analyzes the social relationship between human beings and these institutions from an educational standpoint. Okay. Now, the social educational sociology is also having a close relationship with political science. Okay, so education sociology and political science are linked. Okay, inextricably. Now, political science, like education sociology, is a discipline of social science that deals with the fundamentals of government. Okay, political science, like education sociology, is a discipline of social science. Okay, that deals with the fundamentals of government. Human societies, organization, and governance. It is concerned with the organization of social groups inside a state. Okay. Now, political science and education sociology are linked because education sociology deals with the education challenges of human being in a state. The better the governance, the less the educational issues are, and a more pleasant climate prevails for both students and teachers. Okay, so better the governance, the less educational issues. And sixth one, the ideal social life and democratic feeling can only be instilled by a thorough study of both subjects. So, political science and education sociology both are very, very important. Next one, this sociology is also very closely linked with anthropology. So, what is anthropology? Anthropology is concerned with the evolution and development of man and his culture, while education sociology emphasizes human growth, education, and transmission of culture from one generation to the next through education. Okay, so what's anthropology? What is education sociology? Anthropology concerned with the evolution and development of man and his culture, while education sociology emphasizes human growth. Okay, educational sociology emphasizes human growth, education, and the transmission of culture from one generation to the next generation. Okay, so these two are very important. Education, so keep in mind what is anthropology. Anthropology is development of a man, his culture. Okay, development of a man, that is with the evolution and development of a man and his culture. Whereas here it is human growth, education, and the transmission of culture from one generation to the next generation. Okay. Now, education sociology relies on the material provided by anthropology. So, in today's globe, the culture of the country influences the culture of another. So, one country's culture influences the other country's culture. That nowadays we are seeing our India is so much influenced by the Western culture, isn't it? Interesting. The modern way of life is causing cultural spread, bringing people closer together. Anthropology is also interested with how people behave in groups. Okay, that is, the modern way of life is causing cultural spread. There are a vast spread of culture. Okay, bringing the people closer together. Okay, very close, really. Anthropology is also interested how people behave in groups. So education is also a process that changes human behavior by teaching people the importance of living in groups and the true meaning of culture. Culture is very, very important. We are Indians, we have to follow our own culture, whatever may be the invasion of the foreign culture, but we have to give importance to our Indian culture. Indian culture is so good, so good. Okay. And next one, see, education sociology emphasizes the significance of the socialization process, which is heavily influenced by cultural influences. As a result, anthropology plays a significant role in person's education. For the concept of cultural anthropology, Robbins' educational sociology refers to the writings of Benedict Reed, Murdoch, and Linton. Next one. Anthropology is now widely regarded as a valuable tool for establishing education system in many civilizations and nations in response to various socio-cultural cultural needs. Okay, these 2 points very important. That is the concept of cultural anthropology. It is Robinson. Education sociology references to the writings of Benedict Reed, Murdoch, and Linton. Okay. Education sociology's needs and importance. What are the importance of this one? Let us see. Point number 1. Education is a social activity, and sociology's larger goal cannot be realized without incorporating the educational process. Education sociology is concerned with the objective study of social issues relating to education and the aid in their resolution. Education aids in the development of positive social attitudes. Education sociology also investigates social processes and interaction in depth. Education sociology acknowledges each person's inherent value. It highlights the value of education in matching one's own requirement, interest, and abilities. It promotes the advancement of culture, which is critical for the advancement of all societies. Education sociology promotes social changes in the educational system in order to fulfill the changing requirements of society. It allows for sound educational research to be conducted in society, which is of tremendous importance. All these assertions are very, very important. So, carefully noted. Instructional sociology is the study of social dynamics that influence the school's educational environment. Let us recall this one. Okay. Auguste Comte, a French philosopher, was the first to coin the term sociology. See, this will be a question. So carefully note it. Auguste Comte. Okay, he is a French philosopher. He coined the term sociology. So who coined the term sociology? Auguste Comte. Okay. As a result, he is known as the father of sociology. So who is the father of sociology? Auguste Comte. Who coined the term sociology? Auguste Comte. Okay. So the term sociology comes from the Latin word societas. The term sociology comes from the Latin word societas, which means society. Okay. And the Greek word logos. Logos means science of or study of. Okay. So sociology is the newest modern subjects to be studied. It is a modern subject. Okay. Recent subject, sociology. It is so because only recent has a systematic and scientific attempt been made to examine social processes. Okay, why this subject is created in the sense now only very recently it has a systematic and scientific attempt to be made to examine social processes. Okay, how the society, how what is the culture, everything was noted. Okay. Education sociology is the study of interrelationship between education and other social factors. This you have to keep in mind. This is the main thing. Education sociology is a study of interrelationship between education and other social factors. Okay, how the education happens in East and how it is in the West, and how these people are culture, how that group of people's culture, everything. Okay, comes in this. Okay, so who is the father of sociology? Auguste Comte. Okay, he is a French philosopher. He only coined the word sociology. Okay, let us see the next one. Education and society go hand in hand. It is the research into the role of human elements in the education process. The education sociology is a subject that was created by well-known academics. Okay, who created this subject? It is by well-known academics. Okay, George Payne, John Dewey, MacIver, Moore, Ginsberg, and many others are sociologists. All these people are sociologists. Sometimes this may ask in question. So make a note. George Payne, John Dewey, MacIver, Moore, Ginsberg. Okay, they're all sociologists. Okay, and many others also there, but these people are very important people. Education sociology is created to George Payne as its founder. So who founded this one? Who is the founder of educational sociology? In the sense, he is the founder, okay, who George Payne. One of the primary goals of education sociology is to emphasize the school's constructive functions and societal responsibility. So school is one of the major responsibility of the society, because they are creating the students. Students are the future generation. So schools should take care about the growth of the students, both that is in discipline level, moral level, as well as in education in the sense moral plus academy, okay, both academic side as well as non-academic side, both importance should given to the children. Education's meaning and purpose are determined by sociology, okay. Education's meaning and purpose are determined by sociology. One of the most important roles, as well as, see, this point is very important. Sometimes it may ask in the question, okay, what is the education's meaning and purpose are determined by dash. They'll ask that, okay. Education's meaning and purpose are determined by dash. Then it is sociology. Such subject is sociology, okay. One of the most important roles as well as designed curriculum is to help students acquire positive social attitudes, okay. So while designing the curriculum, we have to give more importance that it should acquire the positive social attitudes among the children, okay. So education sociology emphasizes the needs of instilling self-discipline in children through education. So instilling self-discipline in children through education, that is what emphasized by educational sociology. The functions of the teacher is critical in shaping the personalities of early children so that they can grow up to the responsible citizen. Education sociology is intertwined with history and psychology, anthropology, and political science. So it is intertwined with four different subjects. Four are major subjects, that is history, psychology, anthropology, and political science. Okay. Education sociology and history are very much linked, that is inextricably linked. History emphasizes the study of social forces and organization from antiquity to the present. Education sociology and political science are both intertwined disciplines to one another. Political science, like education sociology, is a sub-discipline of sociology, a branch of social science concerned with the principles of human society's organization and governance. It is concerned with the organization of social groups inside a state. Actually, this education sociology is very important as well as it is combined with so many subjects like political science, okay, and these two are very important, the political science as well as education sociology. Why? Because in future the human society organization and governance, it is concerned with the organization of social groups inside a state. So very important, this education psychology as well as political science. Now, both anthropology and education sociology place a premium on the individual. Man's development, education sociology relies on the material provided by anthropology. Okay, so anthropology and education sociology is also very have a close relationship. Why? In the sense, man's development, education sociology relies on the material provided by anthropology. Okay, so these two are very related. Education sociology emphasizes the significance of the classroom socialization process, which depends greatly on the effect of culture. Okay. Thanks for watching and subscribing this channel. Share this video to your friends, those who are preparing for the competitive exams like TNPSC and UGC NET. So thank you so much.